job of doing that. Our officials tonight, Joe Crawford, Lee Jones, and Eddie F. Rush. Charles Barkley comes away with the ball. Charles missed 2 games with a slight sprain in his left knee. Suffered last Sunday against Sharp. Kevin Johnson back for 7 games after missing 33. Marley is not bashful from the 3.
Well, that's what we tried to bring up in the stand-up. That is, you could see with the penetration of KJ, that automatically opened up a quick 3.
Stolen. Punched away by Marley. Kevin Johnson. Wesley Person. Phoenix leads 2-0.
Great steal, and the acceleration of Person in that left wing was terrific.
The rookie from Auburn, 23rd selection in the draft this year, makes the starting lineup for the Phoenix Suns. Detlef Schrempf having a career year. Gill.
Yeah, they just ran a double screen, not only for Schrempf, but also from Gill.
And Gill scores with a layup. It's tied at 2, and the foul.
Well, Kendall Gill has elevated his game from the early part of the season. Whether it is that he made it through the trade deadline or not, I have no idea. But you're going to see right now, Gill takes the basketball strong to the hole. Early in the season, he was only shooting 43%. He's raised his game. Right now, he's shooting 47 from the floor, and that's high for his career. Throughout his career, he's only a 44% shooter.
3-2 Sonics. Opening moments from America West. Marley on the penetration. On the left hand, then Marley off the glass. He's been starting at the small forward spot since Danny Manning went out. Marley spent a lot of time. 9 of his last 15 games have been at small forward. Schrempf missing. Barkley rebound.
Well, I really like that play. That was a little camouflage with a pick and roll that really was a screen on the baseline.
Charles for 3. In 7 games since the All-Star break, Charles been averaging 27.5 points a game, shooting 52% field goals, 10 rebounds, 2 1/3 steals, playing pretty well since the All-Star break. Gill missing. Kevin Johnson rebounding. The pull up from 19. Schrempf.
Look out.
Payton way out front. He'll take the 3.
You have to have A lot of confidence in your game, and B, also the fact that you know the coaches are going to pull you out when you take a shot like that.
That's something Gary Payton knows. Sean Kemp on the run.
Look out
to Gill. Missed the layup.
Oh, yes.
Missed the layup. Kevin Johnson's hustle caused that miss.
Well, you can see that he staggered a little bit with the defender, and then when he went up in the air, he tried to do it all with one hand.
Looking for Klein on the post-up. May not see the classic centers as Marley hits the 3. Playing a great deal in this game tonight. The 2-headed centers, they say, Klein and Shays, because Phoenix likes to play small, and of course so does Seattle.
Well, Phoenix, the centers only play a combined 24 minutes, Bob. You know, already we have seen 5 3-point attempts.
6. And Sonics are starting very cold. They are trailing 10-3. Seattle did not arrive in Phoenix until 2 o'clock this morning from their game they played last night in Anaheim, California against the Clippers. Fine.
Oh, Joe loves that shot. You know you have to get out on him because he and Danny Shays both make that 15 to 18-foot shot with regularity. Good timeout by George Karl. You're launching too many threes. You're staying perimeter, and you're not getting to the foul line.
10-0 run by the Suns since the Sonics led 3-2.
He was one cowboy who couldn't.
Wesley Person. This is from 3. Payton. Sonics trying to run, and Phoenix often lacks on transition defense. Back pretty quickly here early in the game. Detlef Schrempf, baseline drive and jam, his first basket of the game.
Well, you have to take advantage of mismatches. Person got caught on Detlef Schrempf that time. Now, this is what you must solve, and that's the half-court trapping by Seattle. They lead the league in steals. They're 3rd in forcing turnovers. You cannot fall asleep when they run that trap on you. Now, you've got to have good ball movement and then have time on the clock to run your offense.
Good timeout for the Sonics as they come back with 4 points. Barkley misses on some good defense. It'll belong to Phoenix. on the shot clock, 7:19 to go in the quarter.
Now that was a trap on Charles, and then Kendall Gill came from the top and got a piece of that. Now Charles is upset. He's complaining. He thought he got fouled.
Marley only has 3 seconds. Penetration, it's going to fall. Perkins goes down hoping for the charge, didn't get it. Marley has 7 early in this game, including his three-pointer. It's 14-7.
You take that charge below the dotted line in the paint in the NBA, I can't say you'll never get it, but you'll seldom get it.
Gary Payton gets it down to Schrempf. Falling down, hits Kendall Gill. Medium range jumper is a no-brainer for Kendall Gill. By the way, Kendall and Coach George Karl have achieved what the coach called today a détente in their relationship. A friendly agreement to disagree.
Well, it's all over minutes, and I think Coach Karl is correct because he knows his team. And then also, Kendall Gill is playing better basketball now, so he's getting more minutes.
Lob into Barkley. Stripped away. Remember, 11 steals a game for the Sonics.
Nice.
No-look pass from Payton to Kendall Gill. And the Sonics are right back in this thing. 14-11, 6:12 to go in the first quarter.
When Seattle runs, they have 5 great athletes, and they have 5 guys who can finish.
Marley beat his man off the dribble. Kemp helped. Seattle on an 8-2 run now. KJ left alone. Barkley kept that alive. Klein has 4.
Oh, you're not even going to say anything about that miraculous shot that Joe Klein just made. Are you kidding me?
It's routine. Kareem had his sky hook and Joe had his stumble hook. Kemp powers it inside. Sean Kemp.
They can get that. See, Charles isn't going to foul him, and he's not going to challenge him. He's giving away size and strength. The big fact is that they have got to go to Kemp. You know, Kemp can't pass it himself when you're a post-up guy.
We could be looking at a 250-point game here tonight, the way these two teams score. Barkley with 8 on the shot clock. Double team. Now, bad pass person intercepted. Detlef Schrempf tried to go diagonal with the corner.
Very tough angle, Bob.
Perkins mismatch, and the foul had to come.
Gary Payton saw it, pulled for the ball, and looked right down inside.
Kevin Johnson's first personal.
Now, Gary Payton is just having a great year. Not only is he doing it in scoring, he leads the team with 20 a game, but his overall game is sensational. See, already tonight, in the limited time that we've played, less than 8 minutes, they've already had 2 mismatches down inside. Seattle took advantage of the 2 mismatches, scores.
A.C. Green and Wayman Tisdale have checked in for Phoenix, and Charles Barkley gets an early rest. Remember, he missed 2 games with his sore knee, and A.C. Green tonight moves into 3rd place on the all-time consecutive Ironman list. This is his 707th consecutive game, and he passes. He was in a tie with Dan Shea's father, Dolph Shea's, at 7:06. Marley, it's a 4-point Suns lead. Kevin Johnson with the assist.
Now you're seeing beautiful back screening by Phoenix. Seattle is switching, and they are getting caught. They're a half a step late, and right now Phoenix making the passes.
Schrempf with a nice pass inside to Sean Kemp. He'll get the basket and draw the foul. Schrempf. Pass.
In talking to George Karl today, let's face it, he's very impressed with his team's passing ability. Anytime that you say that you're moving up the ladder in assists in the league, now they are 4th with 26 assists. You know now that your guys have gone away from one-on-one basketball, and anytime that happens, and it happens below the foul line, everyone is involved. The chemistry, the warmth of the team, be unselfish, create, and make things happen off the dribble.
Danny Ainge checks in as Klein with 2 fouls sits down, and Nate McMillan in for the Seattle Supersonics. Nate McMillan playing with a sore foot. He had surgery on it. It has just refused to completely heal, so you never know how that foot will do with Nate McMillan, but he's a critical plus-minus player for the Sonics team, meaning they're doing better when he's on the floor. Tisdale from 16. That's what they want from Kevin Tisdale, from Wayman Tisdale.
Well, they need the points from him, Bob, but they also need the rebounding. When he comes in, second unit.
Been playing 20 minutes a game, gets 11 points, but only 4 rebounds. They'd like to see more of those, as you say. There's the double team on Payton. Open man was Gill. 3 on the shot clock. 2, 1. Bailed out with a foul.
Yeah, they had a foul. They had a foul on the hip, on the dribble.
Sam Perkins at the line, averaging 10.5 points a game, 76% free throw shooter.
Sam is, you know, he's in cement. 14 points a game, 81% foul shooting. The guy is a quality player. And then a premier three-point shooter, always in the high 30s.
Vincent Askew also is checked into the game for Sonics. Vincent been in a mini slump lately. He's a swing man. He's going to defend Dan Marley. Played for George Karl in the CBA and also played with Elliott Perry at Memphis State. Kevin Johnson missing. Nate McMillan. And the Sonics have a 3-on-3 break.
Right now the Sonics are small with Vinny Askew playing that small forward position.
They'd love to post up Gary Payton off the break.
Well, you know, you look at Payton, he looks small. He's 6'4", legitimate 6'4", with long arms.
We have the first Sonics lead since it was 3-2. 3:12 to go in the first quarter.
You expect peaks and valleys game here tonight.
Tisdale pounds it inside. And Wayman Tisdale is definitely gaining in confidence. We've seen a lot of Phoenix games this year as the season goes along.
Oh, what a neat. Now that was a great athletic move. Unfortunately, he got down where he could not use the board.
Another steal for the Sonics. Payton, football pass, blocked by Kevin Johnson. He's calling it goaltending. Count the basket.
See, you cannot pin the ball on the board. When that ball hits the board, now from Joey's angle, Joey Crawford, he felt that the ball had touched the backboard. Now keep an eye on it here. Now if it touches the backboard, no, I tell you, not from that angle.
AC Green missing from long range. Vincent Askew with the rebound to Gary Payton. Kemp posted against AC Green.
Kemp loves to spin baseline on that catch.
Look at all those extra passes. Sam Perkins rolls into the lane, misses the jump hook. McMillan runs it down. New shot clock.
They're very quick out there with McMillan, Payton, and Askew in there. 3 of their main steal people.
Askew posting up the short of Kevin Johnson. Tisdale comes around behind to block the shot and draws the foul.
Now we can see a strategy here. Anytime that Kevin Johnson picks up Payton, and especially Vinny Askew, they're taking him right down into the box area shot. And then also from where we're sitting, it did not look like it touched, but right there, you can see the ball touch the backboard before, and then Kevin catches it. Once the ball hits the backboard, you cannot touch the ball. And then also we know that the ball, once the ball is over the rim on the way down, you cannot touch it or it is goaltending.
Play back in with 1:59 to go in the quarter. Charles Barkley checks back in, and Byron Houston is in for the Phoenix Suns along with Elliott Perry. Saw Kevin Johnson go to the bench with 5 assists, by the way. And it'll be interesting to see if Byron Houston, who's about the same size, will play Barkley defensively here. Byron Houston and Sharunas Marciulionis came to the Seattle Supersonics in that Ricky Pierce and Carlos Rogers trade.
Now Byron has played very well for them for the past month in practice and in any time that he gets a chance. Now what they're doing is they're putting beef against beef here right now.
Oh, he's a bookend with Charles, almost exactly the same size.
Right now, Carl has gone to his small team. Now they are very small out there. Sean Kemp is the center. Houston is their big forward.
Lob into Barkley, intercepted by Houston. Well, that worked at least once.
Well, poor pass because Phoenix knows that Seattle will front all the post-up people. So, yeah, that was the lob, except it was a bad angle lob.
Askew with a nice pass. Slashes to the hoops, gets the lay-in. Vincent Askew. with 4 points.
Well, you can see right now that both teams, when you take it to the rim, you can score. We have no shot blockers in this game here tonight. Both teams are 22 and 24 in the league in shot blocking.
Until that triple by Marley, Seattle was on a 10-2 run. Now it's a 2-point game, 27-25. Just over a minute to go, first quarter from America West. Kemp draws the double team. Askew.
Nice extra passing.
And the foul, 3 seconds. I think everybody expected Askew to take that ball to the hoop.
Well, everyone thought he would definitely take the shot, Bob. He was wide open that time. There was enough passing, and they caught him. But Vinny isn't a real big three-point attempt guy. Now, the rest of the guys out on that floor, yes. Vinny's only attempted 70, and that's like about 1 1/4 a game.
Marley from the old three-point line misses, and the rebound comes to Sharunas Marciulionis. He had 21 points along with Kemp last night to lead Seattle in scoring against the LA Clippers. Kemp. Oh, you heard him with the monster yell. He sounds like, who is it, Steffi Graf that makes the noise hitting the tennis ball so much? Or is it Monica Seles? Well, they both.
Monica Seles.
And Stan Kemp. Okay.
Now, right at the other end of the floor with the Kemp situation, they're so overpowered out on the floor right now, mainly because Barkley does not want to pick up any fouls on Kemp. So anyone else who picks him up, Seattle should just go right down inside, and Sean can really put some big numbers up for you right now.
29-25, Sonics, 8.5 to go in the quarter. Barkley has been quiet. And he draws the foul. Charles has only a three-pointer in this first period, coming off 2 games missed.
Best guys at getting to the free throw line.
John Kemp with the rebound. That's the end of the first quarter. The Sonics up by 3. The Sonics
gives you an idea with he and Houston in the game. They are very, very small up front. Now, George Karl loves to play this way. They switch all over the floor, and you have got to read and read intelligently if you're going to get a high percentage shot.
Byron Houston called the foul, trying to hold up on Charles Barkley as he got into the lane. That's his second foul in limited minutes off the bench.
Well, George Karl will take that. He'll take down Byron Houston, trying to wear out Charles with physical punishment.
New shot clock, 11:10 to go in the half. 3-point Sonics lead. Green ties it. AC Green's first bucket of the ball game. It's tied at 29.
Now, you wouldn't think he takes a lot of threes. That was his 90th attempt of the year. He's shooting 32%.
Detlef Schrempf will take the jumper from 15.
He's having a sensational season. You know, he's scoring right at 18.6 a game. His shooting percentage over 50%. Great year.
Elliot Perry misses from the baseline. McMillan.
Nice.
Barcelona's nice ball face.
You never can fake at him and go away because his first move is to score. You must make him give the ball up.
Rebound Askew.
See, this group very, very quick for Seattle. They will put a lot of pressure on your transition defense.
A lot of guards and forwards on this floor. Matter of fact, they're all guards and forwards. Marciulionis pulls up the left-hander, drains the 3. Marciulionis was hot last night against the Clippers in Anaheim. He had 21, and now 4 points in the second quarter here off the bench, and the Sonics have built a 6-point lead coming off the 3s.
Well, Seattle, very, very quick shooting team.
Marley, bad pass, wanted to go to Charles Barkley. Sonics ball, leading by 6, 9:41 to go in the half.
That was good refereeing. You know, Eddie Jones and also Lee Jones, Eddie Rush and Lee Jones had that perfectly. No hit of the ball. Both guys made the call.
Phoenix only turns it over about 14.5 times a game. They've turned it over 6 times already here to Seattle as Marciulionis makes it an 8-point game.
Now you got to get out and play him. You know, before he had that knee surgery for the cruciate ligament, He was a consistent over 50% shooter, always scored over 15 points a game for Golden State, and he loves to get to the line.
Every Saturday night, TNT Saturday Nitro.
I don't ask anyone to do anything I don't do.
In there for his type of game, we put this in, and he's really been on a roll.
There you go. 6 points, last minute 15, 37-29. Sonics, Marley. Elliot Perry, rebound, beautiful pass to A.C. Green, who gets the bucket, and Elliot Perry just loves that play.
Well,
what a professional Elliot Perry is.
That's just great hustle. You're going to see as this ball comes out, good hustle, right down inside. Great move by A.C. Green moving. Yeah, I would say that he's excited. I mean, he's jumping higher than you and I with a ladder. Okay.
So A.C. Green converts, and it's a 5-point Sonics lead with 8:58 to go.
He loves to post Vinny Askew at all times when he's on the floor because he's so quick with his back to the basket.
Nate McMillan from the corner. From Vincent Askew, 39-32. Kevin Johnson and Elliot Perry on the floor now with Green, Marley, and Barkley.
Well, right now it's obvious that KJ and Barkley are struggling. They're not getting a lot of shots, and the ones that KJ is getting, he just cannot hit the jumper on the move.
Marciulionis gets into the paint and dishes it to Detlef Schrempf.
Once again, the interior passing breaking Phoenix down. Or what we told you, no shot blocking out on the floor for Phoenix, so all you got to do is take it to the rim.
Nice lob over the head of Byron Houston. Nice play by Elliot Perry, who's had 2 very clever assists here in the last minute of play. It's 41-34. Sonics 7:50 to go in the half. Crowd starting to get into this. Want to see a little D from Phoenix. Almost had some. Marley with a foul.
We told you earlier that Seattle will front the post people. See, when that lob is thrown, if you just throw it to the corner of the board, that allows a guy like Barkley to go get the ball. And then when you throw to the corner of the board, there is enough arc on the pass that the defender cannot get it.
Barkley gets another rest. He has 6 points here. Remember, he's coming off the strained knee, missing 2 games. Wayman Tisdale in for Barkley. Askew. Kevin Johnson. That's his first bucket. He was 0 for 4 until then.
Yeah, but you know, throughout his career, as soon as he gets his legs under, remember, he's missed 33 games. Now he's shooting 52%, but tonight he's just been a little bit to the right of the rim.
Marciulionis missing. A.C. Green rebounding.
See, this group's got to get it out for Phoenix and force Seattle to get back quick.
Elliot Perry. From the corner, the Suns making a run here. They were down 9, now trailing the Sonics by 3 with a 6-0 streak.
Now, they like playing Perry and KJ together because of the quickness.
They're leaving Askew open. Worked out that time. Tisdale with the board. Here comes Kevin Johnson. One-on-one with Detlef Schrempf. Now the double team.
Nice pass.
A.C. Green gives it to Marley. We're seeing some good basketball here tonight.
Kevin Johnson beat the trap with a beautiful pass, and then A.C. put the whipped cream right on top with another nice unselfish pass.
Sonics ball, by the way, Marley with 14 points.
Now keep an eye, he beats it with a beautiful pass, and then the unselfish play by A.C. Green.
Kendall Gill into the lineup for the Sonics. Gary Payton.
We're trading runs.
Yes.
And we knew that would happen. Both very explosive offensive teams.
Payton comes off the bench, immediately scores from Detlef Schrempf. It's a 3-point Sonics lead. Elliot Perry now running the point. Trying to post up Tisdale. Remember Perkins, long arm, 7-footer. That foul will be on Marshallonis.
Elliot Perry is so quick. When you think that he and Person, two young guys in their lineup, are giving them 11 points apiece. And when you look at Perry, he's shooting 53 from the field, 38 from threes, and 83 on the line.
Marley, not this time. Hit the top of the backboard percentage.
He's got great confidence in delivering the pass, and he's a terrific young man.
Yeah, real professional.
Sam missed the bunny.
And goes down. Maybe got popped in the nose.
He did. He got popped right in the face. Sam has not crossed half court. Somebody's open. There he is.
6 assists for Kevin Johnson now. He found Wayman Tisdale, and Tisdale is finding the hoop. 6 points in limited minutes so far. Schrempf back quickly. It won't go down. Tight rim down there for the Sonics. 1-point Sonics lead. Chance for the Suns to regain the lead on the Kevin Johnson jumper. Timeout, Seattle. Phoenix on a 12-2 run.
The difference, the reason why they're not pulling away was because of the turnovers. Kind of held them back.
Kemp back in the ball game. Illegal defense call against the Phoenix Suns.
Marty Aronofsky finished with a very impressive stat. Both teams have 14 assists. And that is a high number because we still have 4:40 to go in this quarter.
Kemp back to Payton. There's that extra pass. Kendall Gill. This loose ball foul, and it's going to be on Phoenix. Sam Perkins had the position for that rebound. It's on AC Green. AC's first personal. Don't forget, at the conclusion of our game, we'll select the Bud Light player of the game. New shot clock, 4:28 to go in the half. Sonics looking to take the lead back, down by 1.
Now, when they go to Kemp, he loves the spin baseline. That time, that was that. He read the double team.
Gill with the penetration, and the dish to Detlef Schrempf for 3, and Detlef has 9.
Detlef Schrempf is shooting 58% in threes.
Kevin Johnson showing you the explosiveness is back in those legs.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. He's one of the really exciting players that we have in the NBA. Last year, he was rewarded by making the second-team All-NBA team.
Tied at 46, 3:46 remaining. They post Payton. Tough down here.
Yeah, he is. We told you 6'4", long arms, plus he can wheel either way, very quick, and he plays the board so well.
Phoenix would like to double team him, but he gets the shot off so fast they can't. Schrempf has 5 assists. Here's KJ penetrating and kicking it. 10 on the shot clock. 7. 4. Perry over Schrempf. Sonics by 2. Perkins.
Well, you very seldom see that.
Kevin Johnson loves the pull-up jumper. Look at the Warrior, AC Green, battling for the ball. He touched it while he was out of bounds. It'll be given to the Sonics.
Yeah, good call by Joey Crawford. See, we're seeing so many threes being taken. It really frustrates you when you're hustling back defensively that all of a sudden you cut off a driver and they kick out, and the guy shooting the 3 is somebody between 35 and 40%, and we have a number of them in this game.
22. Phoenix is 4 for 13. How about this? Seattle has only that Detlef Schrempf 3. They've taken 9 attempts.
Now remember, they're 3rd in the league. They shoot 39 as a team. That's the surprising stat of tonight's game.
There's Payton again down to the baseline this time. Kendall Gill, 4-point Sonics lead. Payton 6 out of 7. He's been shooting from close range.
You notice Seattle switch right now. You go right back to Kevin. That's it. Inside, you have the mismatch. AC Green on Payton.
5 to shoot.
Oh, they've talked him right off the bat.
Kevin Johnson, left-handed hook, beat the buzzer. Sonics rebound Payton. 3 on 3.
With a trailer. Look for the trailer.
good defensive play by Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson slid his body legally between Detlef Schrempf and the passing lane, and Detlef could not get the ball.
You can tell tonight is a big game because Phoenix, they're changing ends defensively.
Yes.
Normally, that would have been a layup drill.
Particularly Kevin Johnson.
6 points. And I thought George Cole made a good point today. He and Gary Payton are the two guys who are taking over this team from a performance standpoint.
Wesley Person hits the three. That's 23 threes that have been taken by these two teams in the first half. It's a 3-point Sonics lead. If you're into numerology, 3 might be your number today. Oh, on the lob from Payton.
Wow. Wow. So you can do that when you know that there are not a lot of shot blockers out on the floor. That ball almost brought rain down from the ceiling.
Well, they call him the Rain Man. And there's a reason. Barkley on the penetration. Schrempf fouls him. Take a look at this.
Now this is just a beautiful pass. Now this is a screen and roll. How about that to the front of the rim? You're relying on the athlete to be able to extend, make the catch, and dunk.
Kemp has 9 points. His first 2 in this period.
Smart press. This year, Charles only shooting 48%. Now for him, that's bad, but he's only playing 32 minutes. Time has been cut down. Now if they're going to get it done from now and through the playoffs, Charles, they need the major minutes and the high percentage shooting.
1 for 4 from the free throw line tonight is Charles Barkley. Traveling violation, and Charles loves to do that. He gets his body up on Kemp, and then as Kemp wants to back into him, he steps away. We've seen this before.
Yeah, well, you watch Kemp. See, anytime that Kemp, now this is a struggle. There's 2 Brahmas down inside. Kemp loves to spin to the baseline. See, and Charles anticipated that and took the charge.
That's only the 3rd Seattle turnover in this game. Marley bounced pass to Kevin Johnson, knocked out of bounds by the Sonics. 12 on the shot clock. We were talking about Charles Barkley and had the fact that his field goal percentage and such is down this year. But in the last 7 games, Charles scoring more than 27 points and shooting 52%. And right on cue, Barkley drains the 3, his second of this game.
Well, you're hoping that he's going to get stronger as the season goes on, and they've been very patient. They have not pushed him. And what Paul told us today, rest him before playing. That anytime I have a question, should I put him in? I rest him. Gary Payton have ever done that. The other guys, Tiny Archibald, Magic Johnson, Oscar, and Isaiah Thomas. I would say that's pretty good company.
If you could just use their first names and know who they are, then that's all you need to know. Kendall Gill. He's not ready for a first name yet.
Well, Kendall Gill and Gary Payton play the board at angles as well as any guards that I've seen in a long time. You know, Sam Jones wasn't bad himself, okay? Sam could do it out to 28 feet off the glass and back it home.
Yeah, that's good. Barkley gets Perkins airborne and hits the 3 with 1.5 seconds left in the half. Barkley, oh, worth the price of admission. Charles finishes the half with 12 points. Phoenix has taken 16 threes and hit on 7.
See, Charles was even looking for the contact. He wanted a 4 there.
Oh, beauty. It's a 1-point Sonics lead, 58-57, on pace for about 220 points here.
Thinks they're better defensively. The other team says we're better in 3-point shooting. So it'll be interesting to see how they do it at playoff time and whether they can get by beating the teams that have the major centers in the hole.
Yep, with the turnaround baseline jumper, 3-point Sonics lead, indicating what you say, only 1 block shot in the entire half. They're off, and you look at the Phoenix and Seattle box scores off, and you don't see any block shots in the game they play.
Now, Kemp is 5 for 6 right now, and I would think that they would go to him a lot in this quarter. Let's see if Phoenix can defend the young man.
2 extra passes there. Barkley misses what would have been his 4th 3-pointer. Sonics by 3. Kendall Gill, Gary Payton at the guard, Schrempf, Perkins, and Kemp up front. Gill hits the 3. That's 26. triples that have been tried in this game, and Gill has 12 points.
Oh, he's now 1 for 3 in threes. With Barkley playing 10, you've got to make Barkley exert some energy at the defensive end of the floor.
Person took his eye off the ball, and you can't do that with Gary Payton around. Nice follow by Detlef Schrempf.
See, that's great hustle. Paul Westphal calling a timeout. Very, very upset. And remember, Phoenix is
the third quarter. Looking for Wayman Tisdale.
Well, they have to, because Payton switched over. There you go. That's it.
Payton held him before the pass got down there.
Well, good foul by Payton. That's always fine if you have the opportunity to waste a couple of fouls.
Yeah, he's just got 2 with counting that one.
Anytime that you switch like that and you have the mismatch, you must front the man and then jam the passer.
Double team on Tisdale. Barkley.
Nice.
Fake the 3 and takes it to the hole to draw the foul. Fake passing for the
Anytime that team is double team and now you pass out, they're running hard for the rotation. So anytime you make a catch and you throw a good ball fake, they will now continue on their rotation. That was a sweet move that time by Barkley.
12 points, only 2 rebounds. Played limited minutes in the first half. 15.
They said he's only been averaging 32 a game. They've been really babying him along in regards to let's not push him too far and then hope that at playoff time that he's going to have the maximum rate. As long as you can maintain the best record in the West, that's fine.
Hits his free throws there. He came out and practiced free throws after the half because he really struggled in the first half. Detlef Schrempf, nice move. He saw Marley coming, so instead of taking it to the hole hard, he puts in that little half hook. 67-59 Sonics.
That has been open all night tonight. That's the first time they've hit the pass.
Wayman Tisdale, beautiful move inside. This is a far different Wayman Tisdale than we saw a month ago.
Oh, he's so active, Bob Gunn. You know, he's really light of foot right now, and he's going strong.
4 out of 4 tonight. Gill missing. Barkley blocking out Kemp, wanting a foul, chatting with the Eddie F. Rush.
Uh-oh, now he's flirting. Yeah, Charles, yeah, he's flirting with the T right now, see? And he's still on him, And you know, Eddie Rush realized it's a big game. He's just trying not to nail it.
Wesley Person hits the 3. They are raining tonight. That's what, 27 in this game, and it's a 3-point game again.
Person is now 2 for 4 in threes, and he is a 40% shooter this year.
Phoenix has hit 8. Kettle misses that 3-point attempt. Barkley tried to keep it alive, hit the...
good call,
and
Joey.
did. And now he's chatting with the fans over there. Let's hope everybody's all right.
Joey Crawford right on that call. Now this is great hustle by 2 guys. Now watch Barkley come right around. Terrific play by Charles.
He split the defenders there sitting in the chair.
Sure did.
Open man is Marley from Barkley. Over the back, Sonics ball, leading by 3, 8:45 to go, third quarter.
Charles Barkley, you're getting pounded down inside. You're triple team. You fight your way through. You make a great pass to hit a high 3-point % shooter, and you come up empty. That's frustrating.
Speaking of frustrating, Marley, 7 3-point attempts tonight. He's hit only 2.
He is not in the top 40 shooters in the league percentage-wise in threes. He averages 7 attempts a game.
Detlef Schrempf showing a lot of athleticism here tonight. 17 points for Schrempf in this game.
See, Detlef's got the complete game. Plays with his back to the basket. He's a 3-point shooter and very strong up and through.
7 of 10 tonight from the floor. Kick ball, new shot clock. 8:12 to go, third quarter.
Now there you saw another switch, and the switch had a mismatch. But Tisdale must be patient down inside when he has that.
Scored 6 of the last 9 Seattle points. 8:09 to go in the third quarter. Sonics by 5, led by 1 at the half. Looking for Tisdale, posted against Kemp.
Nice. Very pretty.
Tisdale has not missed tonight. He's 5 of 5.
He's very active down there right now, Bob. But you know what's happening? He's a moving target. He's not giving the guy a chance to hit him.
Payton almost had an open path to the basket, lost the handle. 8, 7, 6. Shot clock ticking down. 4, 3. Schrempf. Tough shot of Marley. Picked away to Tisdale, and Kevin Johnson misses his jumper.
Oh, nice pass.
Tisdale stripped it away from Perkins. A good look from Detlef Schrempf.
Yeah, Tisdale was late.
Perkins with the turnaround jumper inside the bank. Sam has 5 points. He averages about 12 a game. He'll give you about 5 rebounds.
Well, that's one of his pet moves. He just loves that fadeaway. This has been a great matchup tonight. Peyton and KJ.
Tisdale still hasn't missed. 6 out of 6 for 12 points.
What we say at the top, this is what they're looking for. They want the instant points. They'll go to him and keep going to him every night. He must defend and rebound for them. Then that lightens the load of losing Danny Manning.
Kemp gets it to fall. He got Charles Barkley off balance, and Sean has 13.
He looked like a pulling guard in the old Green Bay Packer offense with Vince Lombardi, but he had the basketball.
Jerry Kramer. Tisdale is 7 of 7. Charles Barkley with the assist. Tisdale with 14 points, 8 in this period.
Hey, that was a spectacular pass by Charles Barkley.
Tisdale commits the foul, and Perkins will go to the line. Look at this. Charles, one of the better passers in the game.
I always say that when you talk about front court players who've ever played in the NBA, when you think eliminate centers, you think of all the forwards. You got to hit Charles Barkley right there with Rick Barry, and then the guy who was probably the greatest of them all, Larry Bird. Because not only did these guys score, they all shot high percentages, but then when a guy was open, the pass was not only made, but it was a catchable pass. It's a soft pass.
Perkins gets them both. 5 points, Sonics lead. Danny Ainge in for KJ. Kevin Johnson, 8 points, 10 assists on the bench. Thunder Dan has it blocked on the pass attempt, but Charles runs it down with 8 on the shot clock.
Great block by Sam Perkins. They have Charles double team. He'll always pass.
Person from Tucson.
You're right there.
And it landed in Scottsdale, unfortunately. Peyton. We've been here so much, I know all the geography of Phoenix and Arizona.
See, you cannot blink when you shoot and miss or turn it over because they keep coming at you, Seattle.
Sonics by 7. Peyton 8 of 10 from the floor tonight. A lot of those from close in. Barkley beats Perkins. Gets hammered. Let's see if he's all right. He is. And we'll go to the free throw line again.
Strong choice that time by Charles. Split the double team, took it hard, knew that he was going to the floor.
Schrempf has 3 personal fouls now.
2 shots.
Charles came out, as I told you, and practiced his free throws right after the half. In the first half, Charles was only 1 of 4 from the line.
Well, only 10 players in the history figure, and they play the game a foot above the rim. Come on.
See, at 82 a season, he'd catch Cal when? About 2011, the way I figure. Off the top of the rim, 5-point Sonics lead. Phoenix ball with 4:54 to go in the third. Here's VC past Dolph Shays in this game.
AC never missed a game in high school, never missed a game in college, and only missed 3 games since he's been in the NBA, and none through injury. All by coach's decision not to play him early in his career. Now, how about this mark right here? Randy Smith has the record. You had Johnny Kerr, you got AC Green, and down at the bottom, Ron Boone, who played in the ABA, NBA, has the true record if you combine ABA, NBA games played.
There should be a Wally Pip Award, in my opinion, for the guy they replaced when they go on to the starting.
Well, when you think of what Cal Ripken has done in baseball, it's absolutely mind-boggling.
79-72 Sonics, 4:21 to go, third quarter. Slight lull in the game at this moment where these explosive teams that could light up at any. 5 on the shot clock for Barkley.
Oh, nice.
How about that?
Yes.
How about that move by Charles Barkley? Mercy went in on the left side, saw the way blocked, spun all the way to the right side for the lay-in. Schrempf gets it into Perkins.
See, whenever you have a guy who's not noted as a defender playing and scoring a lot of points, you must recognize his man. And his man is Sam Perkins. Raymond Tisdale has come into this game and has scored a lot of points. His man has been Perkins. But if you don't go to Perkins, then you can't get fouls on Tisdale, and you can't get him to, he's not working then at one end of the floor.
Wayman wanted the block there. It looked pretty clean, but he gets the foul, his fourth, and sends Perkins through the fourth quarter. Minnesota leading Houston. San Antonio out in front of Orlando in the battle between Robinson and Shaquille. Highlights after the game. Barkley double clutch, drew the foul.
Well, Charles is probably the best in the league at head faking and ball faking. It's not a jump shot. It's his fake because he always stays on the floor. Then he gets you in the air, steps into you, gets the foul, and then through sheer power, so many times he'll make the shot.
Barkley was 1 of 4 from the free throw line in the first half. Came out early and practiced. Is 4 of 4 here this quarter from the line. And he's been very active defensively as well as offensively. And that one move underneath the basket where he spun into the left side and saw the way block and then took another spin to the right side was vintage Charles Barkley. Talk to people here in Phoenix. The tickets are so difficult to come by here at America West Arena because it's legitimately sold out. In other words, not just a bunch of companies own tickets, but all the people who buy them use them. And it's really tough to get a ticket and wedge your way into this game. And one reason is because it's so entertaining watching these Suns and West Coast basketball.
They've had 211 straight sellouts, 111 in this building. Seats 19,023.
Perkins traveled, fell off balance.
Continue to trap with that same type of energy for the 48 minutes. That's the key to this game this evening.
Got a two-man game with Barkley and Johnson. Barkley on the baseline. Charles now with 22. 10 in this period.
Well, think about it. It's all happened in the second and third quarters. As a matter of fact, in the second half of the second quarter.
Payton from long range, just inside the three-point line. 83-78 Sonics.
Now, he's been very quiet. He had 14 at halftime.
Kevin Johnson misses. Barkley misses. Schrempf rebounds.
That was Charles' easiest shot in the night.
Gill backing down on Marley, draws the double team, gets it to Payton. Marley with the rebound.
Oh, go with it. Go with it here.
They've got the numbers, and Ames didn't see it.
Nice. Nice pass. AC was not looking for that pass. Dan Marley surprised them.
You can just going on and on about this move by Charles Barkley.
Well, this is a great move. Not for the first part. The first part is vintage. But now, how about this? Watch. Here comes the shot block. Charles was able to stay in the air and still play the board.
Quick pop in there after the timeout to Kevin Johnson, who hit the lay-in, and it's a three-point game. Kevin Johnson has 10. They're resetting the 24-second clock.
Can I have that ball?
Let's listen.
You know, we can't do everything.
See, the clock was already at 12 by the time they got to half court, so you knew there was something wrong with the clock.
I think they wanted 21 instead of 12. Joey Crawford said you got that backwards. Little math problem. Payton trying to back in on Ames.
They will not allow you to play a post-up player with a straight arm in the back. They will allow you to use your forearm if you bend your elbow and put it right across his back. Danny Ainge is saying that's what he did, but they're not going to allow that.
You know, they've told Danny Ainge they want him to stay with the Phoenix Suns. Jerry Colangelo, after his playing career is over, he might even have a part in the Major League Baseball franchise Colangelo is trying to put here.
Yes, well, why not?
I think in the office as opposed to second base.
He played third base, and at least he played. He was in there for 3 years.
Didn't he play some second base?
Yeah, a lot of people, criticize that about the fact that he only batted in the low 200s. But how about the fact that he got there? And not only that, when he was in high school, he's voted one of the greatest athletes in the history of the state of Oregon because he was a high school.
Sonics by 5 with 1:38 remaining. Kevin Johnson. Barkley stepped in front of Payton. Tried to call a timeout, but the ball was out of bounds as whistled by Eddie F. Rush.
That was a great play by Barkley. Right now, Charles has contested Eddie Rush down on the sideline, Eddie F. Rush, and said that, you called timeout, except you had already stepped over the line.
Charles has been active this quarter. He's been chatting with all the officials. He's met several people in the stands. Made some good passes, good moves, and has 22 points. Payton missing inside.
Oh, look out. This is a great move. Oh, yes.
What a pass! Kevin Johnson to Marley. Got the angle, got the bounce. It's a one-point game.
Love it when Kevin's at the top of his game. Rebounded that, took it coast to coast, and made a great pass.
11 assists for Johnson. Rebound AC, wide open man, Kevin. Suns lead.
George Carl, you're riding out the clock here right now. Only 45 seconds.
Everybody on their feet at America West. McMillan. Marley with the rebound.
They're doing a great job, only holding Seattle to one shot.
Danny Ainge.
Plenty of time here now. Just hold it up. You take the last shot. Right now, Seattle has settled for too many outside shots. The only thing that they had down inside Bob in the last 4 minutes was the shot by Payton.
That looked good from the time it left his hands.
Yeah, but there's 5.7 seconds. You've got to pay attention here.
Charles out of control underneath, and the buzzer sounds, but Barkley knew exactly what he was doing, and he had to take it coast to coast.
He had the time.
So Kevin Johnson, 11 assists, 14 points, and the Suns took a brief lead before the Sonics hit the triple.
And this is when they're at their best. Kevin's pushing hard, and then the pinpoint passing, and then send it down Dan Marley. Phoenix shooting 58%, Seattle 56 at the end of 3. Kevin Johnson, 11 assists.
Ainge missing from long range. That would have given the Suns the lead again. 11:23 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Rebounding equal tonight, 24 apiece.
Speaking of that, it's interesting that Danny Shays hadn't played. He had 16 rebounds on Wednesday.
Yeah, but it's
small.
Yeah,
They're playing small.
That when anytime they go small, that eliminates Klein and Shays.
Barcelonas. Long rebound comes out to E.C. Green. Kevin Johnson. The athletic ability of these fellas sometimes amazes me on little things like that. Wayman Tisdale's in for Charles Barkley. Charles takes a rest with 22 points. It's tied at 88.
Right now, Seattle needs a little shot in the arm. They need a strength.
Go back into Kemp, turn around on the baseline against Wayman Tisdale. As soon as Tisdale comes in, they usually go right to Kemp. He's 7 of 8 from the floor.
Well, they've got to. And another place they could post him is in the lane because Tisdale, you notice, is staying behind him. He'll let him catch the ball.
I think we're right back to Tisdale, too. Draws the double team. Back into Wayman. First miss of the night for Wayman Tisdale.
A.C. Green working very, very hard to get to the offensive board. That's what you love about his game. Very quietly, he goes about his business. He'll get you to 15 points, his 8 rebounds, shoot a high percentage, play good defense for you, and then hustle and get all the garbage ball.
Schrempf now with 4 personal fouls on that violation.
That was a nice move by Tisdale.
Foul rolls out of there, but he'll go to the line.
See, Tisdale gets
Baby boy.
right. Joe Klein, his wife Dana, they had a child, a girl by the name of Mallory Catherine.
Congratulations. 90-90. 10:25 to go, fourth quarter. Tisdale with 16 points off the bench. He's averaging 11. You're absolutely right, Joey. Crawford says to Detlef Schrempf.
And in the old story, when you're shooting foul shots, you get a chance to rest. And when you play their type of defense, you need that.
Yep. And on Tisdale.
See, that's money in the bank. That's money in the bank. I mean, there's no way. They have no one in this game here who can stop them with any size factor.
Kevin Johnson denied the pass to the basket, the double team. And we have a timeout called when Kevin Johnson went down.
Right now, the Seattle bench questioning whether or not he called a timeout. Now, are they questioning that he might have been out of bounds before he called a timeout? Because his legs went out from under him.
They're going to approach the bench. They appreciate the quality of game they're seeing here tonight. Sonics, remember, arrived in Phoenix at 2 o'clock this morning after beating the Clippers last night in Anaheim. Didn't even shoot around today, but George Karl said, despite all what you hear about the negativity of the makeup of this team, I have a team full of professionals who will be ready. They have been. That was Askew, who knocked Kevin Johnson off the shot. Sonics by 3.
Oh, double team and Peyton here now. Yeah, they were late with making the next pass.
Askew will take it. Rebound, Nate McMillan.
See, they're very small out here right now. They have 4 guards out on the floor with Kemp. So now you have to match up or take advantage of them at the other end.
Askew open from the baseline. Not this time. Kemp kept it alive. Team foul situation. That was the first against Phoenix. There have been 3 committed by Seattle with 9:16 to go in the game. Back to Kemp.
Why not? Now they're giving it to him early. So that's the second. That's smart because you know Tisdale's expendable because you still have Barkley.
And here comes Barkley, and Wayman will go to the bench. That's 4. 5 fouls on Wayman Tisdale. He's played a pretty good ball game tonight. He scored 16 points in very limited minutes.
Very nice move by Peyton. See, that was smart. Right from the out of bounds, direct pass inside, take advantage of him on the post. Remember in the first half, he had 14 posts, most of them coming, posting up.
5-point Sonics lead. 7 on the shot clock. Barkley back in the game. KJ kept it alive, but Marshall Lewis comes away with the ball. This would be a very big win for Seattle. They're only 2 behind Phoenix in the loss column in the Pacific. Kept to the line, has it stripped by Barkley, no foul. Had trouble handling the ball on the pass from Ames.
Yeah, but great play by McMillan. Got a piece of that.
Peyton so quick in the pick. Barkley and Kemp battling.
Loose ball foul. Good hustle by Charles. Show his strength against Kemp. Kemp is surprised that Joey tried. Now, Kemp is going down to say something to Joey. Technical foul. See, they don't need that right now.
Right. You saw that coming.
Yeah, see, Kemp chased Joey the length of the floor because he was surprised that they called a foul on him in that interaction with Barkley at the other end of the floor.
Only a second personal foul, too, but now the technical.
Yeah, you see, you didn't need that. Now, just keep an eye on this. Now, as this rebound comes off, Barkley comes into your screen. See, Kemp is wondering, where's the foul? See, unless they give it to him for that kind of contact. See, that's what he's saying. Now, Joey might have had that because he was right on top of it on the other.
4-point Sonics lead. 8:07 remaining in the ball game. Ames with the penetration and Green draws the foul. Got popped in the mouth. He'll go to the bench and cool off a bit. Detlef Schrempf comes in for Sean. 95-92. AC Green with a free throw here can pull the Suns to within 2 with 7:56 remaining in this game. Free throws equaling out now. This time, 3-point Sonics lead. will give it to KJ. Johnson fouled the Marciulionis.
Very costly because they're shooting the penalty. Already, you have 7:35 to go, and Phoenix is shooting the penalty.
And Phoenix has committed only 2.
That's right.
team
This
fouls.
is big. This is really big.
You know, we were talking about the Sonics losing close games.
Style of defense, Bob. That doesn't play.
95-94. Hosting Payton again.
Well, right back at him. That's good basketball. Plenty of time here.
Askew. He's been struggling from long range. Schrempf for the rebound and the foul.
Great play. Great play. Now, Vinny has been struggling on the 3. Once this shot is missed, Detlef comes down inside here right now. Now, just watch the patience. See, the patience, and then the pump gets you to 3.
25 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists tonight for Schrempf. I think he's having his career year, despite the fact he won the 6-man award a couple of times.
Yes, he did. He did it twice at Indiana.
Sonics by 4.
Now, this is their bread. Oh, great defensive play.
Sonics bread and butter.
Yes, indeed.
Marciulionis gives it back to Payton for the lay-in. Payton is second in the league in steals behind Pippen and just ahead of Elliott Perry.
How many times have you ever seen a screen and roll guy get stopped like that? That was a great play by Payton.
Kevin Johnson blew past Payton for that penetration.
But how about Kevin Johnson tapped that miss in? See, once again, when you run the screen and roll to the middle, if you cheat, because Kevin is so quick, he just blew right by Payton. As good a defender as Payton is.
Now Payton does likewise and has to be fouled as he got past Johnson.
Barkley. Charles Barkley.
Committed the foul.
Right now, you know, Phoenix, you got plenty of time here. You're down 6. You just need high quality. But most important, you've got to stop them at the other end.
Something Phoenix isn't exactly great at. Barkley waited for the double team, passed out of it, gets it back, and hits the jumper.
Well, that's by design. Take the double team, make the pass. When they rotate, come right back to the man.
Sonics by 4, 6:05 to go. Gary Payton, 24 points, 8 assists, no turnovers tonight.
Now they're playing 2-man basketball on the right side of the floor. Schrempf and Vinny Askew.
Askew trying to back over Detroit at the Omni in Atlanta.
Indiana now losing Dale Davis with a shoulder separation. Major. Sonics have stumbled a little bit in close games coming out after the All-Star break.
5:40 remaining in the game. Sonics by 5. Perkins, long arms, punched it away from Barkley.
Well, that's why they lead the league in steals. They're third in forcing turnovers, 18 a game. But steals 11. Gary Payton, 24 points, 8 assists, no turnovers in this game.
This is for 3. Here comes Kevin Johnson. AC Green follows in the lane, draws the foul. His stability, etc. Nobody ever questioned his talent, and George Karl says he is becoming somewhat of a team leader now on this Seattle club.
Well, he's a great defender. He's on the All-NBA first team last year defense, but now he has worked so hard and has become a great shooter.
Plus, he penetrates so well, like you see there. His percentage is high. Sonics up by 5, 4:52 to go.
If you do not step out and trap he or KJ hard tonight, they're turning the corner and something bad is happening to your defense.
Barkley takes the 3.
Oh, boy.
That's 4 3-pointers for Charles Barkley, and we have a 2-point game. Charles has 27. Payton sees it open all the way. He drove the lane on the left side, the right side, from 35 feet out.
That's because his man, KJ, was screened at half court in a screen, and no one picked him up.
Johnson tries to answer in kind, and he draws the foul. 4-point Sonics lead. Kevin will go to the line.
Well, they're both opening up right now, KJ and Payton. You relax it, they're exploding. Now Kevin is dynamite at that angle, taking it to the...
Marley, Ainge, Johnson, Green, and Barkley on the floor for Phoenix, and the biggest man on the floor for... The biggest two men on the floor for Seattle are Kemp and Schrempf. 2-point game.
Well, they're looking to post Payton. It's good basketball.
They lob it to Payton. Over the back. That's Kemp. It'll be 5.
Yeah, but you have to do that. Anytime that your man leaves you to go help, and that's what happened that time. Now keep an eye on this as the ball goes in. Kemp's on the other side of the floor. As this ball goes up, the shot goes up, Kemp is coming in up over the top. They catch him hitting Barkley. Barkley naturally gives you a little bit of an Academy Award. Right? It's interesting when you can't move Charles, when he needs a rebound. If the building fell on him, no one could have moved him that far.
That time a slight nudge. Kemp, by the way, second in the league in disqualifying. He's fouled out 7 times this year.
Yeah, but when your guys are hustling to get those offensive rebounds, Bob, you know, you're always going to have contact. Right there, you see the foul outs. Bradley leads the league with 15, but Kemp there at 7. Nate McMillan down on the bottom with 6.
Charles Barkley with a free throw to tie the game with 3:52 remaining.
But you have to remember, the Seattle guys pick it up because they're always trapping, rotating, and going after people.
Barkley 8 of 8 from the line this half after going 1 for 4 in the first half. Everybody on their feet at America West, screaming defense for the Suns.
Plenty of time.
4 seconds on the shot clock. Schrempf. Barkley, big rebound. Chance for the Suns to take the lead. Charles has 8 boards to go with his 29 points.
Well, Charles just cleared everyone out that time. Here's
Lob to Barkley from Kevin Johnson. Timeout, Seattle.
I hope we have it because Charles bumps his man. Now we don't have it. Charles bumps Detlef Schrempf and then right to the front of the rim. That was great eye contact with Kevin, but then the smart bump to get Schrempf to move into the lane, and a very, very happy Charles Barkley.
There it is again. Barkley above the rim for the jam. Charles has 31 points. The Suns up by 2. Our colleagues with the Peacock.
And they just ran a curl for Gary Payton. He was not open.
Perkins misses the 3. Barkley, 9 rebounds.
Well, they finally caught Charles bumping Detlef Schrempf. Detlef Schrempf feels that Charles is part of his shirt. Charles is consistently wrapping Schrempf and knocking him off the spot.
They call the foul on Marley, and by the way, that's his 5th. Charles was already accepting the sentence and everything.
And Schrempf was happy.
Barkley, by the way, is carrying only 2 personal fouls. Schrempf, excellent free throw shooter at 83. A chance to tie the game on this free throw. There's Paul Westphal talking to Eddie F. Rush.
Well, everyone's trying.
1:09, 3 minutes remaining. Each team has won at home so far this year. They've played 2 times.
Oh, great. Nice move. Pass was a little long that time. That was beautiful eye contact. Marley did a reverse spin right to the front of the rim.
8 to shoot. Johnson, there's that explosiveness, draws the foul. One thing Paul Westphal told us today, he wasn't
to the baseline. Now keep an eye on this. You're going to see they're jockeying down in below. Now as Barkley comes up, watch what happens to Perkins. He gets caught going up, and then Kevin just flies by.
24 points, 12 assists, 10 of 10 from the line for Kevin Johnson. Suns by 2.
Well, you have to like this. This is surprising. First time tonight, Phoenix down the floor. Right now, 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Now 8 seconds. Inside to Perkins.
Good block by Ainge.
Ainge stripped it from behind. Loose ball foul on
Perkins.
And they're in the penalty, remember. By the way, we'll open up the interactive television. The phone lines will open. You'll have an opportunity to call in and discuss your opinion on whether or not there should be a rookie salary cap. Hubie will join in that also. Right after the game.
AC Green, 75% foul shooter.
Suns by 3, 2:18 remaining.
Nate McMillan's in this game because he has 6 rebounds and 8 assists. He does not have to score.
Detlef Schrempf denied the path to the basket. 7 on the shot clock.
Time's going down here.
Posting Schrempf, but Ames pushed him way out. Payton,
Short.
air ball. That's a violation. Phoenix ball. They're up by 3. A minute 55 to go.
Outstanding defense by Phoenix. Just outstanding. See, they allowed the clock to get down too far, Bob. They never started into the offense until there was 15 seconds. Give Phoenix their due. Danny Ainge kept running over to come on that double team. Took a lot of time off the clock.
Sonics have just been desperate from three-point land tonight. They're only 3 of 18 from beyond the arc.
Remember, they came in the game shooting 39%, third best in the league.
8 to shoot for Barkley and Phoenix. Perkins, those long arms. AC missed the tip in. Here comes Payton. Has Perkins on his right. He'll hold it up. Kemp follows.
Oh, he was fouled.
Schrempf.
Yes.
3! It's tied at 112. Detlef has 3 3-pointers and 31 in the game.
The fans all wanted a foul, but the Seattle player was pushed in the back.
Looking for Barkley. Perkins done a great job on him so far tonight. 6 seconds to shoot. 5. You see it in the lower left. KJ had to just toss it up. Almost got it. Can't rebound. Chance for the Sonics to take the lead. Under a minute remaining.
George Karl wants them to go. He says, keep going. Don't play. They were looking to see if they should call a timeout.
Payton's penetration. What a shot by Gary Payton. He has 30, and the Sonics have the 2-point lead with 44.9 remaining. What a ball game at America West.
They both
Top 2 teams in the Pacific Division.
Phoenix has 2 timeouts. Seattle 3.
Barkley, baseline drive, tied at 114.
George Karl not calling a timeout. He wants him to get it over half court here right now and attack. There's going to be a 9-second difference here.
Schrempf has it stripped. Marley with the ball. Tied at 114.
You can't foul here now. You need good, solid defense. Good defense here now. That's a one-on-one clear out.
Kevin Johnson misses. Sonics rebound with 4/10 of a second left. We're probably going to see over
As your inbounds passer. I'm surprised right now that Phoenix is not playing the guy out of bounds. All right, so they are allowing the passer, all right, to make an uncontested pass here. This is interesting.
timeout.
You cannot get a catch going away from the basket, catch, turn around, and get it off. That's going to be very difficult to do. They are not playing the guy out of bounds.
Still nobody on the ball. Schrempf open for the look.
Got a good shot. Good shot. Yes, indeed. He opens up right in the middle. Yeah, Detlef very, very discouraged that he didn't knock that one down. It's interesting how open he is. Keep an eye right in the middle of the floor. Detlef comes up to the foul line, and then he makes his move to the basket. That was a well-designed play, and he was wide open. But you see what I'm saying? By not playing the guy out of bounds, he just made an uncontested pass. Phoenix, in games decided by 3 points or less, are 7-0. By 6 points or less, they're 14-2. At the other end, the Sonics, by 3 points or less, they're only 3-4. By 6 points or less, they are only 8-7. Big difference.
And Danny Shays makes his first appearance of the game here in overtime to jump the ball at the tip. It's tied at 114.
Guard around.
Schrempf, good look this time. Missed again. Barkley, rebound.
Charles has played very big on the boards. The defensive board in the second half.
9 total rebounds for Barkley. Remember, he's coming off 2 games missed because of a sore left knee. Perkins has played him pretty well down there. 7 seconds to shoot. McMillan double teams. Open man KJ with 4 on the clock. Tip in, AC doesn't fall. Barkley is there with the offensive board.
No one jumped that time. I was kind of surprised at that because Kemp and Perkins had inside position, Bob.
Kemp playing with 5 fouls. Elliott Perry short arms it. Barkley with another offensive ball.
AC Green is keeping everything alive.
Kevin Johnson will try it again. This is the 3. Payton with a rebound. Still tied at 114. Payton rattles it out of there. And Danny Shays
Gives them another big body in there right now.
And that was a big rebound. Still at 114. Barkley. No, McMillan.
Watch out, here they come. Nice, smart play.
Detlef Schrempf had a chance to go one-on-one, waited for the trailer. Sean Kemp missed about an 8-footer. Wow. Ask yourself if this game is important to these 2 teams. They are playing right now wound tighter than a spring.
Nice play.
Elliott Perry from Kevin Johnson.
Look out, look out.
Charles Barkley bothered him on that lay-in. Suns by 2. Under 3 minutes remaining in overtime.
Great pass, strong move, and a terrific defensive play by Barkley.
Screen and roll with Danny Shays. Kevin can't find him. Back to Barkley against Sam Perkins, the 7-footer. Leaning in, Barkley. AC Green. He has it stripped. Loose ball foul.
Should be a loose ball foul on Shays.
Loose ball foul on number 24, and Shays. He is first.
See what's happening here. Every time that Barkley is posting up, Seattle is rotating and double teaming. AC Green's going to the front of the rim. Now on the 3 shots that have been taken, AC Green has kept everyone alive that has missed.
Only 1 basket has been scored in 2.5 minutes of overtime. Kemp against Shays. Nate McMillan. Big bucket. That's a 2. He stepped on the line. Tied at 116. Nate McMillan only 4 points in the game, but what a difference he makes when he's on the floor.
Oh, he's big there for the rebounding, the defense, and the assist.
10 to shoot.
You notice they've trapped KJ every time.
2 minutes.
Shays misses the jumper. Now Seattle has the numbers.
They sure do.
Bad pass, Payton. You won't see. Matter of fact, that was his first turnover in the ball game.
And you know what's interesting? That was the easiest play he's had all night.
They're tight, both teams. Minute 51 remaining in overtime.
They should have waited there because the forward that was running was not in a good position.
Kevin Johnson screen and roll. Shays is hammered by Perkins.
Kevin Johnson is causing such a problem that you need to double team him overtime, and you expect the guy to play like he just warmed up before the game, right?
He gets them both. 2-point Suns lead. 1:41 to go. Perry trying to play McMillan, giving up a lot of inches. McMillan inside, and it was blocked by Kevin Johnson, controlled by Perry. Has Green on the right. Charles Barkley telling him to slow it down. 2-point Suns lead, minute 20 to go. Isolating the right side for Kevin Johnson.
Danny's got to get up there and set
Screen and roll. 3 to shoot.
Nice.
That counts! That counts! That was a 3 by AC Green at the buzzer. And the Suns have a 5-point lead.
Just watch this ball movement. When he passed, there was 3 seconds on the clock. You could see the clock. No time as that ball went through. We told you, AC Green, receiving, during the year, you don't think he's much of a three-point shooter. But coming into this game, he has attempted 89 during the course of the season.
Minute 2 to go in overtime. Suns are up by 5.
You just love it when guys who are working so hard in this overtime, he is
Overtime in field goals. They've scored only 1 basket. Phoenix only 2 for 9.
Well, stop and think about it now. Payton has had 2 shots blocked going in for a layup.
Into Kemp in the paint.
Nice.
Rattles it home. It is now a 3-point Suns lead.
Remember we said back in the second quarter, if they post Kemp up on the dotted line in the paint, they'll play behind and they'll shoot all night long.
45 seconds in overtime. 10 on the shot clock. Isolation. Kevin Johnson.
Oh, there now.
5 to shoot.
Yeah, AC Green's being played by
Perry has it blocked. Marley grabbed it.
AC
Kept the ball. A chance to pull to within 1 or tie for the Sonics. 26 seconds left in the game. 17 on the shot clock.
Oh, no
Mismatch.
Oh, they got a double team quick.
Schrempf misses. Kemp can't control the ball. Kevin Johnson fouled in the backcourt with 10.8.
Oh, there's your break.
Wow.
There's your break right there.
46 minutes for Kevin Johnson tonight. Remember, he missed 33 games with the bad knees. 24 points, 8 boards, 14 assists. Only 1 turnover. Has to have it twice to tie.
Now, Seattle, you're down 4, so you've got to take it strong to the basket. And if you do something strong and you score quickly, you immediately pick them up and force them to call a timeout.
And Phoenix with no shot blocker. Let's see what happens.
They're going right inside.
And it went to the hands of Charles Barkley. The pass from Perkins went to Barkley, and the Phoenix Suns are going to get the win in